I was in a breakfast interview today with a candidate, and he asked me a question that I get a little bit too often, and that was, how'd you meet Caleb? Why'd you start Factur? Give me kind of the origin story. So thought maybe we should just kind of put that out there. So anyway, Caleb and I met probably 12 years ago, and we met at actually right down here at Bazbill's Pizza when our small group at our church was forming. We were sitting there, and Caleb and his wife Erin walked in, and that was the first time we met. We were in a church small group for a few years together, and I was in a machine shop and Caleb was in a wire harness shop. And at the time, Caleb was, well, I'll let you tell.
Yeah, actually, you introduced me to the wire harness shop. You're missing that part.
Yep.
So I got involved in manufacturing through Gabe, and shortly after that, Gabe came up with the idea that, you know, contract manufacturers should work together to introduce each other to prospective companies. And that led to us forming the Manufacturers Referral Network, which original intention was referral groups. Once we got into that, we just realized that this industry, companies selling to manufacturing, really need a lot of sales and marketing help. And it kind of opened our eyes to all the possibilities that we could do to help all these companies out.
Yeah, and you know, initially it started off with referral groups, and once we got into that, we realized that there was just a lot more needs surrounding this problem of getting new work into primarily job shops. I think is where we started, and still what is our core, but really manufacturing suppliers.
And that's when we rebranded to Factur, taking Factur out of manufacturing. So it's a name that could be used for more services, and that's where we continue to grow, to serve that space and to help companies in that space change their sales and marketing. We see that as over and over again as a problem that companies have, and something that we feel as our mission to solve.
Yeah, and I guess to highlight the problem, I had my machine shop, we had about 70% of our revenue in the oil and gas industry. And after we'd started Factur, that kind of blew up in my face. The industry, or the price of oil went down, the industry popped, my business tanked, you know, had to sell the house to pay the bills, and really got, you know, kind of wiped out. Not kind of, very much wiped out. But I think that's a common problem that a lot of people have, that's kind of the mission that we aim to solve, is to help people who have those diversification issues, or have kind of a bad or unprofitable mix of work, or they have flat or declining revenue. You know, those are super common challenges that a lot of companies have, and so that's kind of where we started, and the mission that we are on today. We've changed a lot as a business, but that's the mission that we're here to solve.
Yeah, my story maybe not as tragic, but I was tasked with just growing an organization as just one person growing a contract manufacturer, and there's a lot of challenges to that because there's just not a lot of tools and systems and resources to help companies like that grow. And so when you have sales and business development leaders tasked with that, there's just not a lot of things for them to use to grow their business. So hopefully you learned a little bit about our origin, and we'd love to have a conversation and share this with you one-on-one.